Welcome to PAC9.
Hi, I'm Rudy Olea, an ADT technician of 18 years, working in Anaheim, California, SSO.
And I'm Jonathan Reardon, also an Anaheim service technician of 4 years. As you already know, service quality is important to ADT and has been an ongoing area of focus.
We were given the opportunity to develop a solution to improve our local quality. During this process, we immediately recognized that we needed to standardize how we all do our jobs. I think we would all agree that we each troubleshoot a little differently. By standardizing our troubleshooting processes on every service job we complete, we are able to provide a better and more consistent customer experience.
So what is PAC9? PAC9 is a standardized troubleshooting process that we developed. PAC9 represents the 9 steps required to prepare, act, and complete a service job. These 9 steps are essential to complete on every service job to help identify potential system issues.
Don't get us wrong, we did not reinvent the wheel. We did evaluate the best practices and incorporate them into this standardized sequential process to make us all better technicians. Each step in this process builds on the previous to create an efficient, effective troubleshooting process.
The focus of PAC9 is to service the customer site, not just what's on your work order. When we're on the customer site, we own that system, not just a reported issue.
We want to share with you the steps that will help you deliver a more consistent, reliable customer service experience.
Let's take a more detailed look at the 9 steps in order.
When I pull up on site at the customer location, I review the job comments as reported by the customer care team. Let's look at the job comments to review the issue reported by the customer on this job. On this job, the job comments state keypad shows not ready to arm, check O2. Let's see what system type is installed and determine what work we have performed in the past. Reviewing the service history is important because if there has been a service job to replace a part previously, I want to make sure I don't arbitrarily replace it again and not identify the real issue. As you can see, completing steps 1 through 3, we have prepared ourselves with as much information as we can to have a productive conversation with the customer, to ask probing questions and listen to feedback to help identify any other potential issues. Now let's go introduce ourselves to the customer. Reviewing your work order, it shows that you're having some trouble on zone 2.
Yes, for some reason every time when I try to arm my alarm system, it shows not ready.
Have you done any kind of work on the house or any kind of changes recently?
Not recently. We did switch from the phone service to cable, but besides that, nothing else.
How do you guys normally use the alarm?
I simply use the alarm when I'm not home. We arm it when we leave, and that's about it.
Okay, well I'll be doing a test on the whole system and I'll look to make sure that everything's communicating properly. Before I get started, I'd like to do a visual inspection of the entire system. If you could walk me through and show me where all the points are, that way if there's any problems that may arise in the future, we could look at those right now. I am going to perform a walkthrough of the entire customer site, not just the customer reported issue. I'm going to visually inspect all system devices to identify any device that may need further inspection or testing. It took less than 2 minutes to complete the visual inspection of all devices, and I found an issue that could cause a potential service call in the future. The gap between the magnet and contact on the garage door is a little far apart. That is something I would not have seen working only on the front door contact. It is important to keep an open mind and avoid tunnel vision when servicing the customer site. I diagnosed the problem with the front door contact and found it had a bad tamper switch. So I need to replace the contact. I also remount the magnet on the garage door that I identified during my visual walkthrough. To help prevent any further troubles in the future after completing work on the contacts, I want to ensure the device placement and orientation is optimal by conducting the RF qualification test. Okay, now that I have replaced the front door contact, repositioned the garage door magnet, and corrected the communication issue, I want to make sure we are receiving alarm signals on the new device and the devices I have worked on. Perfect. We are receiving alarm signals on both devices. Wrapping up the job, we want to make sure we remove all tools and material, leaving the site cleaner than when we arrived. Okay, you're all set. I have finished the work on your system. Everything is working properly. I replaced the front door contact as it had a faulty tamper. I adjusted the garage door magnet as the gap between the magnet and the contact was a little far apart. This will ensure functionality and prevent a possible future issue. I have sent and verified signals. We are receiving signals from your system. Before I leave, could you arm your system for me?
Sure.
Perfect. Thank you. Do you have any other questions about your system or the functionality that I can help you with?
No, not at this time.
ADT customer, you have a great day.
Thank you.